So we're going to replace this bypass shower today. Going to remove this and install new. Unscrew these 3 screws on the wall jamb. 1, 2, 3. And this is your typical box with hardware. All your rails and screws, anchors, everything should be in here. Handles. So first thing, you need to find wall jambs. Basically a piece of metal that goes up against the wall. Typically we'll have 3 holes in it, pre-drilled already. So for this particular shower, this is the order that everything goes in. You install these 2 first, the wall jambs first, then you cut your header, the top piece and the bottom piece. So put the wall jamb, level it, make sure it's nice and straight. Then mark the hole location, use a pencil or a pen. 3 holes, mark them. Now you got your holes marked, go ahead and drill them. So grab the anchors from the kit, the hardware kit that it came with the shower. Using a clear silicone, go ahead and fill those holes, old holes where old shower used to mount to. And a little bit of silicone on new anchor. Now, flip the rail and put seal on the back part. So now using supplied screws, go ahead and screw the rail in. And the middle usually gets these plastic guides. You know, it may look different on different type of shower or different brand, shower brand. And these are directional. So it has the high side and the low side. So depending on where your shower head is and how the door is going to close, this is how you're going to install them. So the tall side, we have the shower head on this side, so the tall side will go opposite of the shower head. Meaning this panel, this first panel is going to be closest to the inside of the shower. Go ahead and screw it in. So now you got the rails installed on both sides. Go ahead and measure for the bottom curb and the top header. So the curb you would measure from the inside because it fits inside the rail. And the header, basically measure from tile across to this wall tile because it fits right over the wall jamb. Go ahead and mark your metal. And it's easier to use a chop saw to cut it, but if you don't have it, you can use a hacksaw, hand hacksaw with a metal blade on it. Fits nice and snug. So the bottom curb, flip it upside down and run a bead of sealant, just clear silicone. All the way across the bottom. Like this particular one has a groove, like a channel, where you put the silicone on. Sometimes if it's flat, I would just run a bead right directly in the center, right in the middle of it. And what I like to do, I like to fill the ends of it, just, you know, coop it up with sealant. Also, before you put the bottom curb on, I usually go ahead and fill the corners a little bit. Just fill them up with the silicone. And go ahead and wipe any excess silicone that might have squeezed out so it doesn't dry up right away. So with these, you always want to start with the inner panel first, meaning the panel that's inside is going to go first, is going to hang on the inside of the track. And it just hangs on the inside track. Then you go ahead and shut it against the wall jamb and check the reveal, make sure it's nice and even all the way down. This one's pretty good. If it's not, you would have to adjust the rollers in the shower. there's a screw. You can move that wheel up or down. So now go ahead and hang the outside panel. Kind of lower it inside the tub first. And put the top end on the track. And also make sure this reveal nice and even all the way down. Looks pretty good. And one thing, if you install an obscure glass, one side is always smooth, so this side always faces inside the shower and the rough side always faces out. So every shower has a guide that goes on the bottom. You know, not every shower is the same, so this guide is specific to this shower. Kind of hooks onto the rail on the bottom. Go ahead and center the guide right in the middle where two pieces of glass meet. And this one, kind of, if you push it down, it snaps right in. Snaps like that. There's a hole right here. You can put a set screw, but from my experience, I've learned like it's pretty snug when you snap it in. Plus, you're gonna run a sealant, and it's going to be sealed pretty good.
Good job, guys.
So after hardware is installed, or the doorknobs and handles, go ahead and clean it. And go ahead and seal the shower tile to the metal. And do the same thing inside, just seal the inside of the shower all the way around. And also don't forget to seal the corners. Alright, and it's done. So everything's sealed up. Slides nice and smooth. There you go, here's this new shower. Questions, comment below. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. And thank you.